Okay, TonyScapone here, and is this going to be the new Saga Storm? Well, we're here tonight trying to figure that out, but just give me a couple minutes to get the word out, and we'll be right back. 2-3 minutes. All right, here we are, TonyScapone, and we're going to be playing some Saga Storm. I know it looks a little bit wacky, a little bit wild. We got some new cards here. Is this going to be the new Saga Storm? I don't know. Here we are trying to figure that out, right? So, traditionally, we were mono black, and today there is a ton of hate out there. So, a while back, I had posted a Fetchland Saga Storm video on my own YouTube, and really to try and leverage Brainstorm. And the main thing, in addition to that this gives us, is access to a couple of colors, right? The main thing being Abrupt Decay, so that we can deal with all these hateful permanents that we're seeing out of even control decks, tempo decks, whether it be Null Rod, Stony Silence, Deafening Silence. Basically, if it says silence, we don't want it. We would prefer to speak, right? So Abrupt Decay helps us out a lot. Can't be countered, kills those things. Carpet of Flowers is very good against tempo. We certainly wanted some help in those matchups, and this card gives it to us. So we now have access to colors with non-artifact sources, so that we can still cast our spells, remove that stuff, and clear the way to try to either combo, or we still have Urza Saga. We still have a robust amount of artifacts to pull from for Urza Saga. But now we have a couple of new tools. I mean, Paradise Lost, of course, has been around for a bit, but certainly wasn't on Moto, and now it is. And this card is very powerful. I've always thought that it would pair well with a deck that's playing Baubles, and now that we're kind of naturally moving into green, and another reason to be moving into green is, of course, Veil of Summer. There's a lot of discard out there, right? The blue-black shadowless, a lot of grief, a lot of Thoughtseize, a lot of discard coming out, so I think Veil is at a premium these days, so it's nice to have access to that. So a lot of exciting stuff going on. Paradise Lost, and of course Beseech the Mirror, right? Should we be running 4, 2, 3, 1? Honestly, I don't know yet. You know, we're gonna I've been goldfishing this a bit, playing in the practice room. It's been running well. It's very nice to have access to this card for some deterministic lines with Gaea as well. And also Brainstorm helps with the awkwardness of maybe drawing Gaea as well, although sometimes we'll suspend it and it's just fine. Or also putting Tendrils back in the deck where oftentimes we want it not in our hand, right? So a lot of good stuff going on, a lot of synergy still occurring in kind of traditional Saga Storm fashion, along with a lot of new stuff that's going to answer a lot of the problems that we've been having and certainly are facing today. I'd say the one thing that we really, that I haven't quite solved, we'll say, is dealing with the Ring and Veil of Summer, because there's a lot of discard. People are picking up a lot of Veil of Summer, and we're going to have to deal with that. We can't kill them with Tendrils, so I have a Brain Freeze and Thassa's Oracle here. It's going to get complicated. This is really going to put me and my, not just Storm skills, but new stuff kind of on the fly thinking. Anytime I try to think of how to pull this off with this deck, it's very complicated just on paper. So hopefully it comes up and hopefully we can pull it off. Otherwise, I'm all ears on how to deal with the Ring and Veil. It's kind of tough with Bug. If you go, sure, you can play a Grape Shot and make some red, which isn't really that great, but you're only beating Veil. Now you're still having trouble with the One Ring. You could say, maybe our discard is supporting enough. We'll see. Here we are. Luckily enough, this is not just thrown together. Most of this work was already done, thanks to the previous work I did on the Fetchland Saga Storm list. So, trying out some new stuff, and let's jam. So, I do want to mention, of course, that myself, I have my own YouTube, TonyScapone. I stream on Twitch. I've got a Patreon. I write sideboard guides, all that good stuff. Plenty more content that if after today this isn't enough, you've gone through every Epic Storm YouTube video and you just need more, well, check me out, right? And of course, I do want to thank our sponsors, Moxfield, Card Hoarder, and Eminence Gaming. And speaking of, actually, you know what? Let's do, where are they? The mini token combo pack that Bryant has created. If you haven't seen these, they are sweet. In fact, I have some and have had some for a while now, right? But I'm going to roll the quick little video on those, and then we'll jam. So I'm going to hit the search button. I should have already hopped in, right? But so we're going to start searching for a match. Let's make sure. Sometimes it switches on you, All right, we'll search for a match. Check out this mini token combo pack.
Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game.
Alrighty, okay, that's good. Sorry. Okay, hey, I do want to mention that, so you can sign up for the membership on the Epic Storm, right? There should be a link a little below the video. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Bryant said we are one member away. I'm going to keep this in. One member away from getting a Beseech the Mirror emote, right? Little emoji or whatever you want to call it. So, listen, if you're not a member or you've been a member in the past, maybe you couldn't afford it, or just had to kind of trim on the edges, want to jump back in, now is a great time to do that. So we are on the draw, facing down an immediate Rite of Flame. Hopefully this is just like a Ruby Medallion pass, although that's kind of scary as well. Called it. One member away from unlocking the Beseech emote, yep. Okay, well, we are under the gun here. It's very likely that they're going to kill us with a deck that I'm a little familiar with, Ruby Storm, right? It's really tempting to imprint a Brainstorm and cast a Brainstorm here. This Veil is not going to help us. We have a lot of dead cards. I think I need to do that. I don't think I can afford to just lock myself here. But we are probably dead. Ooh. It could help. I don't think Saga is going to get us there. At the same time, Veil is, like I said, not going to do the trick. So I suppose just put a Bayou down and play these out. I want to play LED. They're not really going to be wheeling us. We're just probably going to die. So I guess there's not much. I mean, they could feasibly wind up in a Reforge the Soul line. Could walk into a Shattering Spree here, though. Yeah. I don't think it matters too much. So we're fetching for Trop. And we'll bobble. And let's hope they just don't really have enough to go off here. Because if not, there's a reasonable chance we're going to go off. Ad Nauseam, not exactly what we were looking for. We're hoping for like a Dark Ritual or Petal. We could just use our Lion's Eye Diamond, but that's pretty loose. I didn't think of this. Maybe I should have held on to the bobble. There's not really a reason to use it. I think that was probably just a straight up misplay. A small thing, but, you know, they now have 1 mana that they should not have. Oh, and they hit Metamorphose. That is, they pretty much are guaranteed to draw their deck here. Let's see. I want to see what they get with the Burning Wish. I've seen enough. I have seen enough. Okay. Ruby Storm, huh? You want some Abrupt Decays for Ruby Medallion? Maybe. Needle's okay for Horn. It's not like amazing. Veil of Summer's useless, so we'll get rid of that. Surgical is interesting as well. Dress Down's not the worst. Okay. I don't think I want to remove anything else. Like, Veils aren't of use, but other than that, I'd rather just have my own game plan. It's a race. So, but Abrupt Decay could be quite good. It's also very good for Chromox Imprint. We're only playing 1 Chromox, though. I don't really have that much faith in Surgical becoming all that useful. You only get 144p here for some reason. Well, what the heck? I think I'm going to play 2 Abrupt Decays and just play a Dress Down. Dress Down can do some work against Bergie, and at least it's a cantrip. Yeah, I think. Otherwise, it's just a race. Thoughtseize can do some work. Can do some work. Is it good enough? I think I mulligan this. I think we can do better. I think this is better. Still not fantastic, but it's better. Thing is, Cabal Therapy could be quite good, right? When it's paired with Thoughtseize. I want the Trop and the Fetch, though, so I can Brainstorm And I think we're going to need something like Dark Ritual to eventually go off. I think we just get rid of Bobble. Although I'm not going to be able to utilize Fetch for the Brainstorm, because we're going to open with Thoughtseize. I'm still going to bottom Bobble. What's up, James? Alright, they also mulliganed, which definitely helps. Let's go Underground Sea and cast the Thoughtseize. Alright. I don't mind this. I think we take Bergie and then we Cabal Therapy Seething Song. Possibly the Rimples. I took Bergie with Thoughtseize because I want a higher chance of hitting 2 cards with Cabal Therapy. And if they're on my stock list, then they're only on 3 Bergie, whereas there's 4 of each of these cards in their deck. I almost want to cast this Brainstorm, though. I should probably wait on it, though. Yeah. Reckless Impulse. Let's go after the action. Oh, we nailed it! Wow, rewarded. Holy crap. Guess I'll play a drop here. And play another Mountain and pass. Alright, I think I'm okay with brainstorming at this point. Access to black. Yeah, let's brainstorm. I think Saga's going to be too slow on this. Well, yeah, because I really want to fetch. I'm just going to shuffle this stuff. Get a Bayou. Let's... Oh, they're just off it? What? What happened? They conceded the match. I mean, you're up a game. They must have, like, something must have happened. You know what I mean? They're just terrified. I mean, that kind of stinks for content purposes, huh? Okay, so we did shuffle. What were we drawing? We were going to bobble into a Brainstorm and an Infernal Tutor. So we would have brainstormed. It was not a very good brainstorm. Well, we'd put these 2 back. That's gone. That's gone. We'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we had an Ad Nauseam. So we very likely would have won that game. And would have went to game 2, but I guess we'll count it. We are 1-1. I mean, that was a 1-1 win. Awkward. We're 1-0. Let's throw you guys over to little Eminence Gaming, and we'll see you in round 2.
The Command Tower software by Eminence Gaming is perfect for hosting your own Magic events with features such as easy-to-create event registration for 4-player and one-on-one Swiss-based games. Event management has never been so simple, and it's done on the web, no downloads are required. You can sign up for $5 by visiting eminence.events/subscribe.
Yeah, so Yeep Yorp, you were saying 1 Beseech, 1 Gaia's Will, and 1 Paradise? It seems kind of weird, huh? But I think Gaia's Will, you really don't want to run 2. It's not the end of the world if you draw it. Sometimes it's a reasonable card to just, you know, suspend. I don't want to put 2 really, you know, ultimately awkward cards in my deck. And we have Brainstorm to put it back, which is very good for us, obviously. Paradise, you can think of like Past in Flames. Sure, you can play 2, but mostly you're just finding it with Infernal Tutor. So I don't necessarily want more than 1. Maybe if I had more access to green, but we're playing Urza Saga. So it's nice to just... I mean, most of the time we're tutoring for these things with either Infernal Tutor or Wishclaw. So when you're playing a lot of black tutors, one-ofs tend to make a lot more sense than without. So playing against mountains a lot. Luckily for us, we have access to some discard. I'm going to get rid of this Infernal Tutor. Maybe I should have bobbled first. I mean, either way, whether it doesn't matter what deck. Mountain, I think I just want to double discard and go for Saga. The only way we really get punished here is if they have like multiple Blood Moons. Then we're just, I mean, we're pretty much dead either way. I am going to bobble first though. So I know what their top card is, so I don't get Thoughtseize bugged. What do you think is the best replacement for Ancient Tomb and Ruby Storm? I guess Mountain. You shouldn't be playing Ruby Storm then. You can't, that's like, you know, Ancient Tombs are not that expensive. At that point, you just should play a different deck. All right. So they do have Blood Moon. We are going to take it. We're going to hope they don't draw another Blood Moon. It's a Chrome Mox. Oh, no. We know what doofus I am. We know they're drawing another Chrome Mox. So we're getting Trinisphered here, but then they're not going to have any threats, and we're pumping out Saga tokens. We're just good. Play Mountain, they play Trinisphere, and their hand is Chrome Mox. This is fine. As long as they don't draw Blood Moon. But even then, we're going to get a token, which may very well just be enough on its own. I was going to say. Alright, so they did draw a threat, but I think we're going to outclass it. We can block this. Has to attack. Go to our turn and stack these as such. That one can go. And let's make another token, and then we'll go get Mox Opal so that we can still make one more token. And I will attack. This is definitely part of the power of Urza Saga. No Blood Moon, no Blood Moon. Come on. Okay, Fable we can deal with. they have drawn 2 threats. Both of their draws have been a threat. So that's they've gotten lucky on their, well, I guess they drew Chrome Mox before that. But we're still heavily favored here. Let's go get our Chrome Mox. Or no, it's already in play. Guess we're getting Petal or Bobble. I want a permanent mana source. Honestly, it's probably just going to stay in play anyways. Just to make these bigger. Getting in for 12. Here we go, OP. I don't think they have any outs. Yeah. All right. Game 1 against Mono Red Stompy. So we want Abrupt Decays. We want Echoing Truth. That's it. So these 5. We do not want Veil. And I think we can just... I mean, discard's a lot worse on the draw. Generally speaking, not great. The sideboard mapping makes a lot of sense when you take out protection that isn't as useful and bring in removal. So instead of taking it out of their hand, especially on the draw, we're assuming we're probably going to get in a sticky situation where those permanents are going to be on board. So I do think I'm just cutting duress here. As much as, like, sure, baubles aren't going to be great either. I think generally they're going to be better, though. Sand is fine. It's a little bit incomplete. Turn 1 Blood Moon is probably going to shut it down. But, not that we'd be without outs. Oh, I gotta... Yo. Y'all gotta yell at me. It was like this the whole time? Well, I guess that doesn't matter too much, but... I'm gonna make sure this is lined up. Almost forgot. Or I did forget. But we're back. We're in it. All right, they kept on 7. That's not good. All right. Blood Moon, yeah. That's bad. I don't think we have outs. Turn 1 Blood Moon and Chalice. I think that's lights out. So we don't have basics, and we can't play our artifacts. Only access to red. Okay. Technically, you should play this out so you don't give away the information that you don't have basics, but for the sake of not passing it back and forth, and to see more of their deck, like, you know, if stakes were higher, you should stick around a little bit. But I'm not gonna. We're gonna move on. We got beat. Discard becomes a little better. So I do think I want discard over baubles. Yeah, let's try that. This is unlikely to be good enough. Ugh. This is also not great. This is better. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this, put these down. Let's go get Underground Sea and Thoughtseize. What you got? Oh, wow. The hatred. The hatred is just seething. Okay, so I think we have to take Magus of the Moon. Yep. And hope they don't find another moon effect, and that we do find a third land, and then we can just get them with Saga tokens again. They're probably just going to slam Null Rod, is my guess. Null Rod plus Chalice on 0. Yep. Yep. Okay. Did not find the land. I think we basically did. In fact, this is pretty good. So the play is Dark Ritual, IT for another Saga, play Saga. This is one of the strengths of having, of just Black Saga Storm. It's just being able to string together sagas like really easily. They found Mountain. They're not even going to play Trinisphere. Interesting. Do I want to stagger these? If I play Saga now, I can make a token. Then I can't make... You miss out on a token if you play Saga here, but then you do make your third one ahead of schedule, or faster. If I stagger the Sagas, there'll be I'll make all 4, but the third and fourth will come an entire turn later. I think I gotta get them in while the getting's good. Another mountain. Okay. So they're gonna have a Shatterskull smashing. But I don't think it's going to be able to do enough damage. Right, we're going to take 1. Not as good as last time. We had a 2-2 to make. Part of me wanted to keep the Opal and just put it into play. But we didn't do that. Infernal Tutor is interesting. kind of. It's kind of the same, right? If we tap Saga, or just do it like this. Can't make two anyways. I can brainstorm first. And then, yeah, let's do that. Because then I can still make a token. Yeah, let's brainstorm. Utilize the shuffle effect. Okay. Can't use those. Let's tap it. Go get we're gonna have 2 3/3s, so Shatter Skull Smashing is not nothing. Just trying to decide if I want to be able to Thoughtseize or if we should probably just imprint it, honestly, so that Infernal Tutor becomes better. You make a dude. And attack. Now, we have perfect information. We really don't want them to draw a land, because then they can smash one of these for 3. We also can't really afford to block. Okay, they didn't hit a land. Another Rabble. That's interesting. Now we can afford to block. Quite the race going on here. I think we're ahead. I mean, the thing is, they have to attack with all these. And then I think we can just, like, trade with one, maybe. Oh. 3, 4, 5. So close. We can Abrupt Decay. This is a good draw. We can get Abrupt Decay. Ritual, make a thing. And then we can Infernal Tutor for another artifact. So that, no, we can't. Jealous. So close to Tendrils. We could Abrupt Decay Rabble. Attack for 8. And not make a token. Beseech. Yeah, we can't. We don't have enough mana for Beseech. We have 3, 4, 5. Post IT, we have 3 mana. Oh, if we make a token, they're going to be 5/5s. That puts them to 1. They can't cast anything. And then we can just trade with one of the Rabbles. They'll have 2 more. So the Rabbles will be coming in for a 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That puts us to 1. I think we go to 1. You can't. There's a null rod in play. I can't make mana with artifacts. I think it's kind of the same. If I go get Abrupt Decay, don't make a token. Abrupt Decay Rabble. We attack for 8, they go to 3. Then they can hold back. And they could potentially, I think we're supposed to make. I guess there's not much use in casting this then. Or yeah, so that I can get. I don't know what I'm getting that changes anything though. I think I actually just hold on to it. I'm gonna get LED. Could also swing with only 1. I don't think that's worth it. I'll swing with 2. Does this puts them to 1 and turns their Ancient Tomb off, which I think is key. As long as I counted correctly, we're gonna go to 1. And they have to attack. All of them have to attack. Or did I just count entirely wrong? Oh, I only counted... I'm a dumbass. I only counted how much one of the Rabbles are doing. I didn't account for all the tokens, did I? 4, 5, 6, 8... Yeah. Wow. What an idiot. What a big old dummy. Trade with one of these and then take a lot more. Wow. I punted. So, I should have only attacked with 1. And then I can trade with 2 of them. Then they can smashing. Ugh. All right, rough. I punted, but there were some other lines that certainly were not just like a win. But we are 1-1. I will see you in round 3.
Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks.
Ah, chat, why didn't you save me, chat? Why didn't you save me? Gustavo 09. Yes, I will take the play. Sure, we can keep this. We can use Bauble to look at their top card for this Thoughtseize. So either way, I'm Thoughtseizing turn 1, so I'm not going to be able to like utilize the fetch for a Scry. So they also have a Bauble. Let's go get Underground Sea and Thoughtseize. 8 cast, huh? I will take Force of Will. And I guess I'll just bobble. Oh, we know they can't. We know they can't chalice us, so we don't have to play this. Even though, I mean, most likely we're going to, but... They're going to play Bobble, Opal, Island, Spellbomb, Emery. We could have taken Emery. I considered it. I wouldn't fault anyone for it. But having IT and LED means we're probably going to go very quickly. So I'm not sure Emery's going to be enough for them. Went for Ancient Tomb. Interesting. Bobble, Opal. Yeah, they didn't really have to pay life here. Oh, unless they want to draw. Emery. Come on, mill 3 Force of Wills. Nope, but no chalice. That's good. Use their bobble. They're not going to draw off of Spellbomb. Interesting. Okay, that's a good draw. I'm just going to play that. Play out LED and pass. And they get draw step, Spellbomb, plus the bobble they had. Plus one more bobble from Emery. So hopefully they didn't draw Chalice. And we can probably beat a Force. Ew, that's not good. The good thing is Chalice is probably going on 0, which means Veil might be good. They might put it on 1. Okay. All right. All right, land was fine. We have 3, 6, 7, 6. We can Ad Nauseam. We can dice. Dice isn't great without Dark Ritual here. Three, 6. We can Beseech and just sack the Wishclaw. That's without protection. I think I'd rather just Ad Nauseam with Veil protection. Or we could just cast Brainstorm. As long as it at least replaces itself with mana, non-land mana. Let's brainstorm. I think we can do better. Oh, we did better. Holy moly. Unfortunately, I do have to get rid of this LED, or I don't have to, actually. Because now we can go land, ritual, we can get rid of IT. We'll have 2, 4, 10, 9 mana post Veil, 8 mana post Wishclaw, 4 dice wouldn't work unless we actually use Tutor. A really good Ad Nauseam. Beseech doesn't work at that point. So I can't really use Saga because I need the colors. I don't think there's anything deterministic. Actually, if I get rid of LED, yeah, I think that's best here. Fetch. We'll get a black source. Bayou's fine. Dark Ritual. I think we're gonna go dice here. Oh, baby. You try to force it, huh? We might just have a natural Tendrils now. Do we put LED on top, right? I think we did. Oh no, we fetched. Doi. They're just off it. Okay. Storm is 4, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we had natural Tendrils. We could have IT'd for another LED, play the LED. We can even duress before that. And then Tutor Chain. Okay, so we want Abrupt Decays. Carpet's not good enough. Needle is interesting. I might want Needle. Echoing Truth is aggressive. Surgical is interesting. It's really good against Emery. Opponent said, just realized it's you. I've lost all my matches. Even thought about having a main against combo just in case. Fan of your channel, by the way. Hey. Oh, I don't know how to board. There's so much going on. I'm going to remove some discard. Maybe just Cabal Therapy. Let's cut some baubles. At that point, Opal is really unreliable, so I'm going to cut one of those. I think I just want to run it like this. I feel like Surgical is probably just too cute. And Echoing Truth is, you know. I'm going to keep. This definitely has problems. Definitely. But just immediately initiate the problem. Okay. We needed that. Alright, we have to take Emery here. Was in a phone call, forgot to play my zeros. Oh boy. Oh, right. Uh-oh. Can I afford to play this Saga? It's unfortunate that Chromox is here. I think we can hold off. They are currently locked behind their own chalice. And I want the highest chance that Saga's actually going to make tokens. Okay. That can make a token. I'm still going to hold on Thoughtseize. All right. That's pretty good. Let's go Ritual. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have gotten rid of those. Force pitching Kappa. Okay. Let's make a thing. Can we draw another Dark Ritual? No, but that's very good. Okay, so now we want... I can go... 1, 2, 3, 4... I can cast Dice next turn. Guess I tap that. But I have to get Petal. Underground Sea. Green. Black. This will unlock theirs. I guess I don't have to do this now. Gets a bigger attack in, but I guess I'm not really too worried about that. Alright, I am going to kill this. Dice, dice, baby. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm one shy of actually utilizing Veil. LED. Opal. Chromox. Do I want to go all in? I think so. Rather pick up Brainstorm, so let's imprint Veil. Wait. Let's attack. Hold priority. Use dice make. Black. Or blue. I think blue, actually. A 9 or less. Okay, that's everything. Pick them all up. Pick them all up, please. Thank you. Get diced. Cast Brainstorm. Insane. Maybe I should have made black. Gonna have to use my pedal to Thoughtseize, which is fine, I guess. Or I can just not play Saga and fetch. Alright, they're off it. They're dead. They are dead. Alright, we got them. We are 2-1. See you in round 4.
With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week? We've made it simple to do so by including a button to rent the entire deck at theepicstorm.com/decklist.
Actually, I do have to use the restroom, so just give me 2 minutes. Check out the Patreon. Be right back.
Want early access to articles at theepicstorm.com? Become a member of our Patreon to get articles 7 days early, on top of other sweet benefits, and help us pay our website team. You can sign up at patreon.com/theepicstorm.
Alright, we are back playing against Tarksar 1990. I want to say they usually play Cloudpost. I think so. So what do we do with this? I guess we keep. Almost positive they always play Cloudpost. There's a forest. Representing Bog. Saga's pretty good. Let's give the old bobble. You have a Maya. Could be helpful for us. I'm going to Thoughtseize. They're going to crop rot in response. Sorry for the shuffling. For a Cloud Post. Here we see the One Ring. Interesting. Zenith is definitely scary as well, though. So they're not drawing that. Think Zenith is scarier. We may very well just draw into more discard anyways. They played Vesuva. Alright, I'm going to brainstorm. See what we can come up with here. Alright, let's put an opal away. One of these petals. Let's fetch. So now they get to play the One Ring. Which is definitely a problem. Definitely problematic. I was really hoping to draw into either, you know, something threatening or discard, and our chances to do that were extremely high. We just missed. Simple as that. There's the One Ring. Okay. So if I play Wish Cloud, they just Beseech it. And we can't use it right now, because we don't have enough to go off, and they had an active ring trigger. So we gotta hope they kind of whiff here. Copy a Cloud Post, okay. Oh, come on. This is exactly the issue that I was worried about. Needle, are they gonna name Saga? Or Wishclaw? Saga, that's fine. Oh. I mean, it's really good. But, I mean, the best thing we can do is pass, honestly. Like, we could fill our hand, you know, we can Ad Nauseam, we can dice, but we can't discard them and we can't kill them, so I don't think we're supposed to. We are likely toast here. They have access to 13 mana, probably more. If I had taken the One Ring, I think they'd be able to play a Collector Roof, which would have also been problematic, right? So we have 3, 5, 7, 8, 9 mana. Plus the Saga. So 12. We can do basically whatever we want next turn. Like, they could even... MonoG here is fine. I'm fine with that. Just don't play another ring. Or obviously Emrakul. There's the MonoG. Yeah, sure. So we have 3, 5, 6, 7. We need to at least be able to imprint a card. But I think... Oh, or we can just draw it. Damn. Okay. I mean, any black card would have done there. At least to be able to Ad Nauseam. Unless we have a better line. Beseech doesn't quite do it because it doesn't put a tutor into the graveyard. Dice. We can dice. But that also doesn't pick up a tutor. It'd be relying upon the brainstorm. So we're just going to Ad Nauseam here. Alright, Ad Nauseam, admittedly not quite as smooth as traditional Black Saga Storm, but it's still pretty potent. And you can see we've already basically killed them. Beseech is fine. Biggest spell we have is Dice, which is 5. And we just stop here. That's enough. Print Thoughtseize, cast Dark Ritual. Alright. Okay, we pulled it off. Now here comes the question. Do we go for Thoracle? Brain Freeze is not to Brain Freeze our opponent. It's to Brain Freeze ourselves and cast Thoracle. Whether it be having Thoracle in hand, doing our thing, and Brain Freezing. I mean, it's basically a dice line, but it is dicey. They tend to have Mindbreak Trap, Force of Vigor, Collector Roof. I guess I want some Abrupt Decay. Needle's fine, but probably not necessary. I don't need Veil of Summer. And Trim. I mean, Needle's like okay, I guess. I don't think I want it though. Alright, let's try this. So now, like, if we wind up in a situation like we were before where we have a very high velocity line available to us, but we're just facing down an active ring trigger, we should be able to finagle it where we just win with Thassa's Oracle. I'll keep this. They tend to have a high density of Mindbreak Trap, so discard is pretty important. Alright, Reclaimer's in there. Is that what they got? No, they got the Cloud Post. Abrupt Decay. there's a land on top, I think I just leave it. No, Beseech, I don't want that. Maybe I have a Maya, so this will be a Triome. Thoughtseize you. Yeah, I don't care about Needle. Get a Bauble draw. Okay. Play Cloud Post and Pithing Needle. I want to draw Dark Ritual. Glimmer Post, okay. So you can activate? Sure. Another Thoughtseize. It's not what we were looking for. There's Dark Depths, okay. That's quick. Dark Ritual. So very close. We are dead. Game 3 it is. That's a 2020 coming at us. Ooh, we are 2-1, sorry. Do I want to change anything? I don't think so. Let's run it back. I think I have to throw this back. It's explosive, but we don't actually have action. This is better. This hand certainly has its problems. Force of Vigor is going to be brutal. Gotta kind of hope they don't have it. They do have it. They didn't use it. So let's take it. I think I would have used it there. If I'm willing to imprint a card after a mulligan to cast Thoughtseize, I clearly don't have any more initial mana sources. But that's just me. Alright, Reclaimer is in. Come on, LED. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have played that. The problem is we cannot just throw Wishclaw out there because of Needle. Kind of just telegraphed it too. Damn. That's not good. Not good. Play Glimmer Post. Hold up Reclaimer. Three, 6. I need 2 more mana. Ritual or LED, please. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. They can break it up. There's really not much we can do about it. If they force a Vigor right now. They did not. Alright, we gotta hope they don't have Mind Break Trap. Oh wait, do it perfect? I feel like I screwed this up somewhere. They have a unknown draw, I believe. I know I already removed an Elvish Reclaimer, but I think they revealed one with Once Upon a Time. I don't know how I screwed this up, but pretty sure they have one unknown card. And I think we have to Ad Nauseam here. If we Beseech... No, we're facing down a bog, so we have to Ad Nauseam. Which is fine with me. Ad Nauseam is looking pretty good. Alright, we're in there. They're just scooping. I think they scooped. We are currently frozen. That's not good. This was happening, I think 2 nights ago. And I had to keep, like, Xing out of Moto. Come on. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Don't do this to me, Moto. Don't do this to me. Well, I'll be right back.
The best legacy podcast? That would be Eternal Glory featuring myself, Bryant Cook, alongside Brian Koval and Phil Gallagher. We're available on all major podcast platforms and YouTube.
So are we in? Okay, we're back. No problem. Our revealed card zone is reset. I don't like that. Rainstorm, dice. Four drop is the biggest thing we have in our deck right now. Pedal, LED, will. At least it's 0. Abrupt decay, okay. Not gonna repeat. We can go Underground Sea. Ritual. Let's decay this Reclaimer. No. So they're gonna bog. They might also be frozen. This is what happened to me the last time, where it looked like my opponent's clock was going down, but it was actually us. And we just sat like this for a while. I restarted Moto, and then when we came back, it was actually my clock that went down. I literally lost my match to time, and my opponent had like 17 minutes on their clock. I'm just restarting Moto a bunch. Yours crashed too, Plumber. That sucks. Oh, no, they are actually just thinking. Alright, they're gonna bog us, which is fine. And then their thing dies. Let's go Ritual. Pedal. I guess I don't actually have the green for dice, huh? Alright, they're just off it because they don't have anything. They're gonna have to wait for us to, like... I don't know. I think I was gonna brainstorm and put dice back on top. Cabal Therapy them to make sure the coast is clear. IT back for the dice. Because then at the very least we're picking up IT and LEDs and we can kill them with tendrils. I mean, I guess at that point... No, you're just trying to play around trap. Here I am. I'm just trying to Thassa's Oracle, okay? That's what I'm trying to figure out how to do it. We could have done it. Cabal Therapy before Decay? Why? They had one, I think, unknown, which in the event that it's something that's problematic and it's going to come out in response to the Decay, then Decay just is kind of discard and removal. I don't know. All right, we got him. We are 3-1, so I will see you in the final round.
You're still watching. Make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us.
You're saying if they veil, what, then we abrupt decay in response and we can still kill it? I mean... If they veil, I think I'm just... I don't even know, man. Yeah, you're probably right. What are you naming there? Trap, I guess. And they can let it go, or they're going to cast Veil no matter what there. Yeah, and then you can Abrupt Decay. And then potentially win with Oracle. Alright, alright. Ooh, shocker, we got issues. Okay. Okay, so we are currently 3-1, and the match that we lost, I just, you know, apparently I can't count. Listen, Storm is about counting to 10, and I counted to 8, and what I was counting was actually 7, not 8, the damage from one singleton rabble, and then didn't account for the 4 tokens, which, to my credit, is 11, right? That's above 10. We count to 10, all right? That's where I stop. All right, time in queue is just permanently 0. Let's go for another reboot, huh? So please don't expect me to count to 11. Clearly it's not going to happen. I'm running out of ads to run. So I do want to remind you guys, memberships, currently we are 1 away, unless somebody signed up, from getting a Beseech the Mirror emote on YouTube. That'd be pretty sweet. I mean, the list is feeling pretty good. For initially I was trying to build black-green, but the thing is, Brainstorm just fixes so many problems. It helps with the whole like awkwardness of Gaia's Will and Tendrils, and just like these one-ofs that are not always welcomed in our hand. Brainstorm can smooth that out. It is the sort of, you know, you can call it modal, right? That's what a cantrip is. It gets you mana when you need it, gets you action when you need it. So it's kind of the glue that holds the deck together a bit more, instead of just relying upon all the baubles and Saga, which we also still have. So there is a certain amount of velocity that, like, and I guess inevitability is the word really I'm looking for. So we repaired, and then it failed, and then it put us on the 0 second. Let's try this again. Maybe wait a little more after we start it up. This is frustrating. I want the Beseech emote. Must have the Beseech emote. But also, and this is huge, Brainstorm is just so good with dice. It's so good with dice. You can value dice. And I know it sounds like a, you know, like, ooh, value dice, you know. Yeah, sure, you're going to value dice. No, you do. And the thing with dice is you pick up all your lands. All the fetch lands, all the sagas that went away, all your baubles, like minimum, you're just picking all those up and putting them in your hand. And at the very least, picking up a Brainstorm, right? And you can just turn those into good cards. Here it is. All right, I want to wait like a second. All right, let's try it. What's weird is I didn't see any tweet about this from Moto. And a lot of people were having this issue the other night. I'm just surprised, unless they put something out like later on. But I looked that night at least. I didn't hear anything from them. Here we are again. All right, we are in. I would like to play first. This is just shy of being good. Let's fix this. Just barely. Okay. I think I want dice. We're very close to casting it. We don't have a blue land, so I think I'd rather just have Veil and dice. Right, they also went to 6. Let's go Bayou Pass. Maybe I should have played Petal, at least. Alright, no punishment. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. So basically, we have Veil up, which is good in a variety of circumstances, and by the time Saga pops off, 3, 4, 5, as long as we draw into 1 mana over the course of the next 2 draws, we'll have Veil into dice. but we are freezing up here. I think we're gonna have to restart. Well, at least you get more. The stream is longer. You get to watch for more time. Just watch me reboot Moto a bunch of times. Connection has failed. Cool. We back? All right. All right, we're in. They're gonna fetch. Volcanic Island, okay. Oh. It's this deck. They have 4 cards. Here come the rhinos. Alright. We are popping off like just barely in time. We're going to take some damage, but hopefully Dice gets the job done. Another bauble. I don't want that. Need to draw more mana. One, two, three. I guess I can block. Oh, come on. You're killing me. Absolutely killing me. We got a game going here. Come on. Let's make a 3/3, 4/4, 5/5. I mean, we also just get to like hold them off. You just make 5/5s and block their rhinos. Oh, cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, we are back. Let's pass it over. I know this is brutal. Draw Saga, that's, I mean, it is a mana. So we can dice if we want to. They attacked with... I mean, if they want to go for like fire on Shardless, then they can go for it. I mean, after I block Shardless. Nothing. Do like that we get to see this draw Wishclaw. Okay. I think I just want to make more stuff. Oh, come on. This is so bad, man. Give it a second. Guess I can maybe pull up the list. Guess I can maybe pull up. Trying, guys, I'm trying. It seems like we get to play one entire turn, at least, then it crashes, and then we have to restart it twice to get in. We'll pull up the link. All right, we are making a dude. Excellent. And we are getting... Is it a bauble? No, I think it's LED. Or it's just opal, so we can play Wishclaw. Yeah, it's opal. They're gonna force Wishclaw. 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I think that's fine. But I kind of want to veil it. I think that's fine. So if we attack... Okay, they only have 2 cards. If we attack and they have like ice, it's kind of awkward. Still think I should attack. And now we can get Wishclaw back with dice next turn, maybe, depending on what we draw. Really want to draw like Dark Ritual. At this point, even just like a land. This dice is going to be brutal for them. It is in fact ice. I can veil it. That's interesting. Then they're 4/4s. I think we just let it happen. What, we go to 3? Sure. Two. So if we draw an artifact, they die. More constructs. Nice rhinos. Nice 4/4s. Yep. Classic lethal bauble. Got him. Oh man. And we had this dice like that was just gonna tear things up too. That's pretty good. Alright. I feel like carpet's probably good. Ish. Echoing Truth seems actually pretty good. Could deal with the Collector Roof, maybe. Play like 2 Abrupt Decay and some Echoing Truth. 3, 6. Let's cut Opal for Carpet. I like Veil. Discard's good. Trim Baubles. Maybe just 1 and 1 is fine there. Let's try this. Okay. Sand is... it's alright. Brainstorm's gonna have to do some heavy lifting. That wasn't bad. Don't hate that. Let's hope we don't get turn 1 rhinoed. We did not. Double shardless. Unfortunate. Okay, so let's take the force. I'm just gonna hope that we can get there before their rhinos do. If they had 1 can of rhinos, I would have taken it, probably. Oh, shit. Come on. Come on with this crap. Aurora Force. They used 1 of these, so we know they have these. Come the rhinos. Okay. I think we have to brainstorm here. Okay. It's not perfect, but now if we draw, we have 2 draws to find a tutor. Endurance, that's good to know about. Definitely a good one to know about. Brainstorm's pretty good. I don't know. This is going to be tough. It's possible I should have just played Saga last turn. I'm going to cast this. Okay. Sure. Oh no. Alright, not going to waste anytime. Let's reboot this immediately. Only 2 minutes behind on clock. Despite having to reboot like 12 times. Yep, it's not going to work, and then I have to do it again. So close. Come on. I'm going to retry it. All right, we're in. We're back. Okay, draw your card. Play Saga. Should have thought seized first. Had the Force of Vigor. It's going to give them a shardless. Have to take this. One, two, three, four, four. Oh, come on, man. Brutal. I guess we'll take this chance to thank our sponsors, Moxfield Card Hoarder and Eminence Gaming. Shout out to Magic Online. Was it Daybreak Games? I mean, they've done a good job. They've done a good job taking it over, but this is, I mean, this is, I don't know if this happened last night too, but is that better to wait the attack? No. They're not going to not attack first, and it's just giving them a draw for no reason. There's no way they play the Rhinos first. There's just no way. One more member, let's go. Hook it up. All right, they have Shardless. Forget what else. Footfalls, yep. Alright, we might be able to just pull ahead if they get all clunky over there. Just clunking around. Because otters are sweet, dude. I mean, it's as simple as that. I love Lutri. Lutri's adorable. And all like electric, and it's sweet. It's a sweet avatar. I guess I want Bobble. And I'll play that out. Let's attack. Chunks of 5, I'll take it. 5 is a good number. 5 is more than 4, notably. Yes, I am the electric otter. Have you seen otters? Have you seen the things that otters do? They just chill. Okay, we got a lot of rhinos coming. We have no more Echoing Truth. We have no Shadow Spear. Okay, those ones aren't coming for a while. They can't attack, so that's good. They have endurance. I don't think I used Bobble yet. That sucks. All right, we get a pass. Goes the 2. They can start playing Spirit Guides. They find a green source, they can play Endurance as a body. Okay, that's Endurance, so I think we have to use this Bobble now. I'm convinced Moto's gonna crash and eventually time us out. I mean, it's certainly a lot more interactive. Okay. I think we're pressured into using this now. Oh god, no. Onions? Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Get out of here with onions. Alright, Brainstorm's good for us. Ritual might be good. Come on, B-Storm, take me home. Yeah. Not good. At least we can make 5/5s again. We have a chance. So if they endurance, they attack with all. We block 4. That's 7. Damn. Yeah, we needed Brainstorm to hit something there. They swing out. They do. Well, I should have shuffled first so we could see what we were drawing next. Alright, we had a lot of looks there, a lot of outs. Maybe Echoing Truth is just better. Better than Abrupt Decay. I mean, Needle's okay for Spirit Guides, but not really. I guess I should be playing 1 Opal for Saga. Trim another bauble. Alright, let's go for the play. This one's not going to get it done. And freezing. Perfect. Maybe I can fast track this by signing in, knowing it's not going to work, immediately closing. Just get him with the rapid fire double login. Did we solve it? Oh, I gotta pee so bad at this point. Usually a match is not going to take this long. Shouldn't have drank a coffee. No, you got to wait for it to at least create that prompt. I think that solves it. This is not the sub game that I expected, I'll be honest. All right. Yeah, we can keep this. Let's bottom. God, do we want a carpet? I don't think we want a carpet right away. Life total is pretty precious, so I think we can bottom one of those. They mulled to 5. If I had some protection, I might go Saga right away so we can just, get after it with this Beseech. But I think that's unnecessarily risky here. And also, we're kind of slow rolling, so we don't need to lead on carpet. Guess I will play Bayou, though. Oh, I do think we have lethal, right? But I don't think we should go for it. 1, 2, 3. 4/5. We beseech sacking Saga. You guys will. 4/5. 1 left over. 2, 3, 4. But then you can't re-beseech, so it's actually not lethal. Need at least one more piece of fodder. And again, even if it was, I don't think I would do it here. Force of Vigor would be very annoying, but they only have 5 cards, so... Well, not only that, they have Endurance. Blood Moon. I mean, Carpet can help us here, but that sucks. Yikes. Another Carpet, that's good. Okay, so we can go Petal, Carpet, pass, yes, green, Carpet, land. So we have 4, 5, 6. All right, they only have 2 cards. Really good hope they're not Force, I think, or Endurance. I think we have lethal. That's pretty good. As you can re-carpet on the backside. So you make black and green. Two, 4, 6, 5, 1. Sack a Carpet. Will. 2. We have a land drop even. 3. Back up to 5. Re-beseech. Re-carpet. Down to 1. I think so too. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think this is lethal. All right, Veil is in. Oh, we can't actually play Saga because Blood Moon kills it. Alright, I don't want to tap both of those. Let's cast with Bargain. Sack one of these. Will. Petal. I think I have to re-carpet. So otherwise 6, 7, 8 is not enough. If I re-carpet, it's 9. I think we'll be 1 shy. We're gonna be 1 shy because I don't have. I've considered playing 2 Beseeches, just so you can at least tutor chain once. Can I dice? No, I can't. think we're one off. Black. Ritual. Well, son of a bee. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to win at this point. I guess if we could potentially kill Blood Moon. Damn, we needed that Saga to be a mana. If I'd counted it right, I just wouldn't have gone yet. Okay. I think we just pass. I don't think one card is going to do it. We don't have Abrupt Decay, I guess, is a problem. We only have Echoing Truth. Saga's just not going to get there in time. But I'm going to take one more draw. Yeah, I don't think we have anything. Have to be like Echoing Truth. Spirit Guide. It's awkwardly strong. Thoughtseize. Yes, let's make it blue. Yeah. Alright, they got us. Dang. If we had waited a turn, we would have brainstormed into that LED. It would have been an easy win, provided they didn't draw anything. Honestly, if this wasn't crashing, I would have thought through that line all the way, but I kind of went 80% and then on intuition said pretty sure it gets there, and of course we were off by 1. But if we had more time, we would have counted it and waited, and then that brainstorm would have gotten there. Where is it? Nope, that's a black-green. Sorry. Okay, so... Oh, let me get this lined up. Let me get this lined up for you. So what did I think about the list? I mean, it feels good, right? Both matches that we lost, one kind of BS from the time clock, so I think we would have won that. And then I punted in the other match that we lost with no, like, clear route to some sort of deterministic win, but certainly there were lines that could have gotten there. So, you know, generally the thing that you want when you're building a list is either to be winning or seeing that you could have won had you played it differently. This deck is, in a lot of ways, alien to me. I play a lot of Storm, obviously, but I am very new to Dice. I'm very new to Beseech, even. As I'm sure you know, I've been jamming a ton of PO. But this deck is doing what I had hoped and what I, want it to be doing. We should play around with the Beseech numbers. If I had another Beseech, we could have chained one. And I've had that, literally that exact thought of, I think we should have 2 Beseech at least, but I wanted to try the one. I think if you go too far up on this card, in this deck, it's too clunky. There's not enough colored sources. You start playing Cabal Ritual, now you're just playing bad cards to support a card. I don't think we should be on 4 of this card. I will test that at some point and try it, obviously. But for now, we've tested 1. I think it's reasonable to assert that we should be playing 2. Are there tutor chain lines that, you know, want 3? Sure, but I think the most common is needing 1 more storm, because naturally you cast 2 or 3 spells, then Beseech is 4, then Gaea's Will is 5, and then you do it all over again to 10. So if you have 2 spells instead of 3, however, that's 1, 2, Beseech is 3, Gaea's Will is 4, and then you go back through it. That's 7. It gets a little bit dicey, but I think 2 will really shore up a lot of the lines. But it feels really nice to be, I mean, we didn't really run into Null Rod and stuff, but it feels nice to have Abrupt Decay and Echoing Truth so that we can kind of play things slower in post-board games against 8. And it's nice to have Veil. I think it felt pretty good. So, I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed the league. Before we sign off, of course, I want to mention that I do have my own YouTube, Twitch, Patreon. You know, I write sideboard guides, articles, updated lists. I'm a little bit behind just because WotC decided to take the format and go whoop and just put it on its head, which, I mean, I'm not complaining too much. We got some toys to play with, but that means a lot of stuff to test. And when people ask me for lists and sideboard guides, they expect a certain amount of polished, finished product, right? And honestly, right now, my main priority is bringing what I think to be the most competitive thing to Eternal Weekend, which has gotten me in a paradoxical outcome hole that I think is very good. So, however, this feels very promising, very good. We'll have to run a mono black version with just like 4x Beseech and see how that runs. There's just so many different routes that you can take this deck right now. And I think it's going to wind up in spots where many of them are perfectly fine and just a matter of pros and cons that you can weigh to either your own preference or what you're expecting in the meta, that sort of thing. I think they've really given us enough storm tools right now where even before, like there's so many things that you can do. It's really just a brewer's paradise. And I do want to plug really quick. We are starting a podcast. When I say we, myself, Killaby, Punishing Waterfalls, and Arkin. We recorded our first episode. It's going to take a few weeks to put it out. You know, we're getting an intro song done by Phil, and he's away for a couple of weeks. So, but I did want to just mention that it's in the works. And the name of the podcast is The Brews of Paradise, which is kind of what we're seeing here. It's just a brewer's paradise right now. It's crazy. But of course, here we are on the Epic Storm YouTube, here and now. Sign up. I can say the Epic Storm has and continues to provide, various outlets of content for if you're interested in and learning Storm. That is certainly one of the major things that allowed me to introduce or to dig into Storm, right? Plenty of content. You can check out the cards that pop up above, the videos afterwards. Check out the live streams that Jordan does also on Thursday nights. And of course the epicstorm.com for all sorts of sideboard guides. And if you want to get into earlier videos and updated sideboard guides and into the nitty gritty and join the Epic Storm team, I mean, Brian's doing really good stuff with this card in the Epic Storm. So check all that stuff out. And of course our direct sponsors, Moxfield Card Hoarder and Eminence Gaming. But that's about it. I'm going to sign off. Hope you all enjoyed this. It was a little bit unfortunate with the crashing from WotC, but at least we got through it. The last time this happened, it literally, I timed out. It was just like 15 minutes of crashing. So at least, you know, it was dicey, but we got through it. I don't think Thassa's Oracle and Brain Freeze is going to be necessary. I think it's just simply going to be a weak point of the deck, right? The Ring and Veil, we have ways to combat it, right? We have discard. We can win the die roll, or in game 3 be on the play and just discard the cards and be able to go fast or sidestep with Saga or wait the Ring out. It's not like we have to have a direct answer to it. I don't think we sufficiently tested this either, but unless there's just something I'm missing, I think we need to just, you know, nothing to see here, no problem here, right? But we'll see. Otherwise, I think everything felt pretty strong. I love Carpet. That's it. I'm out. Travis, you're welcome. Thanks for chilling, watching, and see y'all in the next one.